And for my fun, it's kind of more speculative, not quite huge industry stock kind of, let's see what happens, is Mosaic. The reason I picked this one is when I was looking over here, I what shocked my eyes is phosphates, potash, and fertilizer. So it's making food more, you know, fertilizers, making, you know, amping up the production on food, amping up the production on the way that we grow. Now, looking into the future, 20 years from now, especially, with the fake meat and everything like that, you're going to need companies that are like basically scientists in food, right? And the nutrients and all this kind of good stuff in food and like extracting this from that and all that. At one point in time, it was a $75 company. Well, this is, I don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. So 124, don't believe any of that. Let's go over, because it didn't hold that for any long period of time, but it did hold the 50 to 60 in 2000, and because the lowest in 2012 was 45, and then we're at 60, then we're pretty much in the 40 to the 60 range all the way up until 15. We had our huge, then we're on a consistent slide down. But then what's interesting is we're kind of on our way back up, right? I think all the selling finally subsided over all the years, and it's starting to become a company that maybe got us act together, maybe not, right? Again, this is a purely speculative, because your dividend yield is crap, right? You're not getting anything. Your institutional ownership is decent, 77%, which, I like it. I like more in the 80, but 77 is close. What I would be looking at, I don't know when you guys are watching this, so there's like 37 to 40. So if it were to get anywhere close to that, it's 100% gain, 50 to 100% gain on your money. So I would be looking, just because it's a small company, or not small, because it's 8 billion. Just because it is a lower priced stock, right? Because even if you had got it on the dip, it was $6.50. Now it's 22. You would have. That's a decent return on your money any way you look at it. Now, what we have over here is, I'm not an expert on phosphate fertilizers, right? But issues preliminary countervailing duty determinations, like, I don't even know what that means, but I'm sure it's important. All right. Mines produce and distribute millions of tons of high quality potash and phosphates products each year. What is potash? Okay. All right. So this is what they mine. There is mining potassium-rich salt that is mined from underground deposits formed from, seabeds millions of years ago. So it's potassium, basically. This is what they mine, right? So they mine that and phosphates. Let's see what the phosphates are. Are naturally occurring elements found in phosphate minerals occurred. Okay, that I'm not very say for. Okay. So, okay, this makes perfect sense. So what they're doing, the reason why they're mining these right here, is what it says right here, is phosphorus. It helps in root development, plant maturation, and seed development, right? So, and then potassium as well, along with nitrogen and potassium, phosphorus is. So so what this company is doing is they're mining uh phosphate, potash and okay, let's go back. Let's use words. Potassium and phosphorus. All right, they're taking those two P's, all right, taking it out of the ground, and then they're developing it into eco-friendly, I guess, fertilizers, right, to stimulate growth, root growth, and root development. So again, I guess at the end of it, they're selling the products to Scott's Miracle Grow. You know, the things that they're mining to help with the Miracle Grow, right? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're mining the stuff that goes in Miracle Grow. Now let's check out their products real quick. So these are all the different companies. Let's check this out because I've heard of these. Formulated for pure results. See? The potash. So you're going to see a lot of potash in here. Pure potash formulated for pure results. I don't know what this is. Like, they don't show you very good pictures. Every grower must utilize a ton after ton of this important fertilizer, accounting for logistics, transportation, storing, blending. So diluting potash can be a heavy burden. So this is okay. Less bulk, more efficiency. Whereas red potash is often riddled with. Okay, so yeah. So if you're in the world that we're living in, potash is going to be extremely important. All right, so it looks like they're focused purely on mining this stuff out of the ground, which is great for all of us. So smarter works harder. Our mission is crop nutrition, exploring and advancing what's possible, top tier fertilizers. Yeah, so there you go. They're the same basically as a Scott's Miracle Grow, but they hit it from a different perspective. I think these are more like for big time farmers, right? As Miracle Grow is more for you and me, you know, your everyday uses. They're going for your big boys. They're the ones, you know, your Chiquita banana or whatever first cone that came to mind. So let's go back, round up. They're in mining and producing the nutrients that go into plants. They're an $8 billion company that looks like we could make a decent little run. Right now, their dividends terrible. Excuse me. Their institutional ownership is up, which is nice. Not quite as much as I would like. I'd like at least 80, but it's not that far away from that. And we are looking at a decent year-to-date return even with COVID. And we only have one that says underperform. Current price target is $23.88. It's above that. Oh no, we're 80 cents below that. So I would say, yeah, it's a very interesting company to look into. I'd probably, get a little bit. All right. And that concludes basic materials. Now click the button below and that will bring you back to the main page and select a different topic where we'll go through another 10 different companies in a different sector, obviously.